This is a summary video for week 4, and I'm showing you some pictures of a hike I took in California near the Grass Valley, Nevada City area, just over Donner Pass. And it's ending? That's annoying. The reflection question: how has discussing the topics in this class helped you to become more aware of your cultural perspectives? I also added a question in the reflection space, and that question has to do with, you could answer this question instead: what are you going to do to revise your paper? By the way, that's my brother hiding behind that rock. This week you guys did some great respect documents. It was really interesting to see the different answers you had about respect in a global sense, and how being respectful can provide not necessarily safety, but create a safe environment. You guys did a great job with the annotated bibliography. For the most part, those were really good. Thanks for following my instructions. This is a picture of a manzanita tree. Okay. I was really pleased by the statements that all of you made in the quiz about racism, where you synthesized the meaning of the 3 events involving African Americans. That was question 5 for module 10. Let's see, what else do I have to say? You were pretty much split on whether or not globalization increases or decreases religious persecution. I thought those answers were also pretty interesting. I'm kind of split on that myself. It'd be nice if people were nice and didn't persecute each other, but the more you are exposed to stuff, it's possible that the more closed off you become, because new stuff can often be scary. You guys had some good questions that you were answering about the Holocaust for the discussion for Module 11. I would have liked to have seen more discussion about religious persecution and not just the Holocaust. Let's see. I think you guys did some nicely detailed peer reviews. A couple of you didn't follow the instructions. Even though you went through the documents, you didn't answer the questions that were in the instructions, but most of you did that. So I think this means that all of you can have a pretty good research paper out of this. One of the questions that came up about the research papers that some of you didn't necessarily understand was, when you're looking at the ethical issue, you need to pick out 2 stakeholders. But for each of the stakeholders, you need to pick out 2 perspectives. That means you're writing about 4 perspectives, 2 per stakeholder. What else? It was interesting to see that for most of you, learning about refugees was something new to you. And there is a difference between refugees and immigrants. I agree that it's somewhat confusing. What is a country's obligation to do, to be in taking care of refugees? Idaho is a refugee center in the United States. So we see refugees here more often, but we may not necessarily know where they came from. A final reminder, your civic engagement reflection is due this Saturday. Doesn't have to be just a written paper, but you do have to answer all of the reflection prompts. If you look in the announcements, there's a pretty nice detailed announcement about how to do PowerPoint presentations. I'm expecting PowerPoint presentations to look like illustrations in a kid's book. Another way to think about PowerPoint presentations is when you see a really good commercial, it's entertaining and there's not a lot of words. Think of the Super Bowl commercials. They're pretty entertaining. Anyway, that's it for week 4. I think you guys have been doing a great job.